Hi, this is author-philosopher Ronald E. Springer of EthicsUnderground.com, returning with a continuation of the reading of Moral Armor, Chapter 7, Part 10, Spiritual Compensation. Please hit like and subscribe before we dive in. Morale is the most underrated, avoided, and seemingly incomprehensible issue in business today. Bad morale has a silently devastating undercurrent. It is cancer to a business. Why is the subject avoided? Because it involves the mystical, uncertain realm of morality. Like it or not, managers are responsible for a happy staff. As a body is only as healthy as its cells must be healthy, and people are the cells of a business. People are obviously much more than protoplasm, as they harness the capacity of volition, but as an analogy, people, like cells, have a specific nature which must be accounted for. The focus of morale is often defined as the general mood of employees determined by the working conditions provided by management. While this is mostly accurate, one cannot discount the meaning of morale to those running the company. They want to know their people are happy and would voluntarily honor their name. That irreplaceable sense of togetherness affects their morale and lets them know they've done something truly special in their time on Earth. Respect for one's superiors does not come from enforcing inessential issues such as strict start and stop times, if no loss to the company can be determined. It cannot be had by steering people at every step instead of letting their natural processes function unimpeded. Decent morale comes from communicating to troops what is crucial to accomplish, providing the tools when necessary, and leaving them free to achieve. All minds approach their work in patterns tailored to their own psychological makeup, and they must be free to reach the same end by their unique means. Any disruption causes spiritual disease, the precursor to physical disease. The flow is delicate, but it can be fortified, and the freedom of individual action is the way. We are all professionals, employees and employers alike. No matter what we choose as a profession, the elements of cognition we bring are the same, as is our respect for those elements. It is the object of managers and leaders to understand the full epistemological chain of their business and its sub-elements, while providing information about the major nodes when necessary to those above and below, inside and outside the company. The resonance of a business is reached through a seamless employee, customer, and supplier relation. There should be a clear, agreed-upon purpose for the interrelation of the people. Everyone needs to know exactly what they are there to accomplish and who their contacts are, and everyone deserves to be acknowledged for its accomplishment. To be valued is much more than spiritual gratification. It is an assurance of one's living security. As most people live check to check, that comfort has very real psychological consequences. When you buy a product, you study what it can do to be sure it meets your needs. When in management, you study what people have done, can do, and desire to do to determine where they fit best. Studying their resume allows you to utilize their experience. Being aware of their thought process, you can see how it limits or serves them, what their level of skill is, and what training to provide. Think of it not only as a means of advancing efficiency, but as compensation. If someone doesn't have to cope with their job, but loves it, you will get a radical sense of loyalty from them. Compensation involves more than the sheer physical sustenance tied to money. It includes a sincere, mature work environment, advancement, self-destiny, and personal significance. All businesses and groups should have some type of acknowledgement ceremony. This ceremony should be directly connected to employee actions and those who benefit. Employees should be commended by the superiors they deal with every day, not someone in the company they've seen pictures of but never associate with, though he may preside over the event. If the effect is to last, the compliments must come from you when and as you witness merit. We here don't get emotionally involved in business, yet to withhold our feelings is to be aloof of what level of fulfillment it carries. Everyone is emotionally involved. Thank them openly for making your life easier. Thank them for helping things to run smoothly. We are best off to control the cognitive actions that result in the emotions we most want to feel. That's all for now. Next up is sound government. I split these videos up by subject so you'd have a better chance of finding moral armor, and then perhaps go through the whole thing for free. Why? To help create a leader in every life. Sound civilization stair-steps up from sound coherence to sound individual to productive groups of mature individuals. Self-hatred drives fear-driven people in our world to wipe out the individual, so we all need moral armor to protect ourselves and the future of mankind. Click subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you'd like to help wipe out moral confusion fast and make the world a better place.